guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to today's video. So I thought I would share my day and share with you guys some of the new routines I've been implementing recently. And I guess starting with my morning routine, I am trying to wake up earlier, so my alarm goes off at 7:30, and then I am going back to an original routine where I run first thing in the morning, although I did wake up to pretty torrential rain. So this was a very cold, wet and miserable run, and there was also very unexpectedly snow whilst I was out there too. Oh my god, it is so wet. It was snowing today. I am not even joking. It was snowing. I am literally a drowned rat, and now I need to jump on a meeting like this because the time had been changed. It like came up on my watch as I was like in my last kilometer, and I was like, what? 9:15 our YouTube meeting? But anyway, I'm just gonna jump on this meeting and then yeah, I am freezing. It was so wet, it was windy, it was slippery, but we did it. And yeah, I'm freezing still. I just had a shower and tried to like warm up in the shower because I was so cold, like because I was wet sitting in my meeting for like 45 minutes. I was getting super cold. But yeah, running in the morning though, I love it. It gets dark right now at like 4 p.m, which is so sad. And yeah, if I get up earlier to then run first thing, I just make the most of the morning light. I know there wasn't any sunlight today, but like daylight, and combining that with movement just makes me feel so incredible for the rest of my day. It just takes that like extra bit of effort to wake up in the morning. Like I am still snoozing my alarm for like 15 minutes after 7:30, and then eventually I wake up because I'm like, I need to go on a run now, otherwise my body is gonna start, you know, like processing food from yesterday and trying to force it out at the wrong time. But this video is actually sponsored by Shocks. I've been sent a new pair actually. So these are the open fit Shocks headphones, and just a little bit of a backstory, I've been using Shocks for now like over a year. I got these ones, so these are my open swims. I got these in Phuket, so in 2023 when Angela and I were in Thailand when we were training for Phuket Marathon, and it was super hot and sweaty. And yeah, I got these because Angelo had them. I tried them and I was like, wow, they're really cool. So they have an open ear design. So these ones sit here and they use bone conduction. So they're open ear because your ear canal is like open. It doesn't actually like conduct through your ear canal and to your eardrum. You can like hear what's going on around you a lot more, and it doesn't put any pressure on your eardrum, which is really cool. So yeah, fell in love with these. But then these ones I have been sent are their open fit headphones. Again, they have an open ear design, but they don't conduct through the skull. These ones, they sit a bit differently. So they come in this little case. They are Bluetooth, these ones. So these are kind of a bit more convenient. I have to sort of preload songs onto these, but you just hook them over your ears like this, and then it sits here. These don't conduct through the bone, as you can see, but it's not like completely covering your ear canal, so it doesn't again put as much pressure on it, and you can like hear your surroundings, so it's a lot safer when you're out running, especially like late at night. Let's say if you're a female, you know, you have to be really vigilant, unfortunately. But yeah, it just means that you're a lot more aware, like cars, big vehicles, buses and stuff like that, especially in London, you have to be aware of that stuff. But yeah, if you guys want to try any of Shocks headphones, but with the open fits, for example, they have for Black Friday up to 32% off. They are £179 to buy, but then with the discount they come down to 125, and then you guys can use my discount code, which is linked in my description box, and that gets you an additional £10 off. So they go down to £115 from 179, which is such a good deal. I would honestly love for you guys to try these out. As I said, I've used them for such a long time now, and I think they're so great as just like running headphones. But even if you just want them for day-to-day stuff, like I would highly recommend. It's so cool to be working with a brand that I bought and fell in love with like over a year ago, and now I'm working with them, which is super cool. So yeah, definitely check these out. I honestly have no idea when the YouTube squad meeting changed, but I think it's because of different time zones at the moment, and we have like a new team member joining and stuff, and it's a pretty big role. So yeah, I've done my run. I need to move some stuff around. Okay, writing, I'm just gonna drag some stuff into writing. So once I've had my shower and got dressed for the day, I will usually just check my plan and make any changes or tweaks to what I want to do that day, because I try and do my planning the evening before so I wake up and can immediately get started. As I said, my meeting was spontaneously changed today, so that wouldn't usually happen, but I'm really hungry by this point anyway, and I'll just go downstairs and make myself my oats for breakfast. So I am definitely a creature of habit and routine, and although it can seem really boring and repetitive to do the same things like every single day, but I see benefits over time in staying really consistent and being disciplined with my routine, because everything basically compounds over time. So doing the small things every day makes a huge difference in the future. So for example, in me going on a run pretty much every morning, I'll know I'll make small improvements over time, and in the future I'll be like a better runner than I am today. But that's not to say that you should be following a routine that you don't enjoy. Like, finding something that is fun to you makes a huge difference, and that will help you stick to it. Not now, Min. Not now. Okay, so say hi, say bye. We're going to the dentist. I have this kind of annoying appointment right in the middle of the day. I'm going to my dentist, not for a dental checkup or hygienist or anything. I'm going to get new retainers fitted because mine are like almost completely snapped in half. I'm getting the bus because my bike is in London. I would have cycled, but yeah, it's not currently at home. The bus times will get me there a bit early, but I can probably just do a little bit of a walk instead of doing one later. It breaks up my day a little bit, but it is what it is. And yeah, like, appointments for these types of things at my dentist are very few and far between, and only on Saturdays. It's still raining and it's so cold, but yeah, I'm just at the bus stop. It should take like half an hour to get there. So as I said, this appointment was kind of annoyingly right in the middle of the day, and it threw off like my schedule and my routine, but I think this teaches us to always have flexibility in our routine. You know, you can be strict with things, you can have the backbone of your routine there to fall back on, but when things change and you have these random appointments right in the middle of the day, you just have to be flexible and move things around a bit. Currently have Java waiting for some food, huh? What do you want? What do you want? Spally? I don't know if you guys can like tell them apart on camera, but in person, and because obviously they're ours, it's really easy. What you smelling? Yes, I've just been on a bus. I love the fact that all of my work is super flexible. Like, I don't have to work strict 9 to 5 hours. And that means that I could take out a chunk of my day. That isn't usually part of my routine, but I've done my walk now. So I will just do a bit of a workout later and swap things around a bit. But the flexibility is something I will never take for granted because it's just so good. But yeah, I was very excited for getting back because I have vegan sushi, and if you know me well, you'll know that sushi is literally one of my favorite things in this whole entire world. This is the little sushi pack. Mom got it for me because we did a little sushi swap. I got her Itsu from London and she had this voucher, so we did a trade. The wasabi one is definitely still the best, I will say that, but this is still very good. I don't want these. I don't like crispy onions. Maybe that's an unpopular opinion, but I just don't. I love this, the gingery stuff, but it's always so hard to open. Sometimes I can't even open it. This is what it all kind of looks like. You get different types. These ones are definitely my favorites. I love the outer coating and then the rice inside. It's just so good. These ones with the red stuff on are kind of a little spicy, so it's like, you know, not my favorite selection, but I'm just very happy for sushi right now. This tofu was left over from my dinner yesterday. Just a bit of extra protein. Don't judge me, I do love raw tofu. Loving raw tofu might be another unpopular opinion, I don't know, but for my lunch I usually take about half an hour to 45 minutes. I'll usually just watch some YouTube, give my brain a little bit of a break, and then I'll get back to it afterwards. Let me show you what I mean about these things. If you don't have scissors, you just... I just opened it. What? Normally you can never open these things unless you have scissors. That's mad. I love this stuff though. I don't even know what it is, like ginger. Gingery pickly stuff. And I love gingery pickly stuff. I literally want another one of those sushi things. Gonna get some fruit though and some oats, maybe a hot drink. Well, definitely a hot drink, maybe a hot chocolate. Oh, hot chocolate. This is the hot chocolate powder I'm gonna use. It's like Naturia, that brand, and then oatmeal powder, obviously. It's also persimmon season. So, I do have a persimmon. This one's pretty good inside. Not the ripest, like they're really good when they're like super soft and juicy and perfectly ripe, but they take so long to ripen. So if anyone knows how you ripen persimmons or Sharon fruits faster, please let me know. We would like to know. Wouldn't we, Barley? You wanna know? Hey Chip, you got your favorite toy? This is her favorite toy. Isn't it? It's so cool. So in a typical work day, I'll normally have 2 blocks dedicated to deep work. Obviously my one today in the morning was a bit shorter than usual and it was interrupted by my appointment. But in the afternoon, I managed to get a solid work block in, which was really great. And when I say deep work, this is work that's like kind of challenging. It requires quite a lot of brain power. You really have to think about things, you have to be focused, and you can't have any distractions. Whereas like shallow work is kind of like doing admin, replying to messages and emails, that sort of stuff. And this whole idea comes from the book Deep Work by Cal Newport. I think it's a really clever distinction, and because I am aware of it now, I'm really conscious of separating my work into deep and shallow blocks in my day. Okay, so why is the battery like dying now? I just hit record. I was very determined after lunch to like sit down, crack on, and like get a deep work session in, like uninterrupted, and finish what I was trying to do, which has been achieved. And basically I didn't share the kind of accident that happened just before I sat down at my desk. And as you can see, this mug has like spillages on the side, or stains, because I made the hot drink, as you guys saw, and I put it on my desk. I let Milka in because, you know, she always keeps me company, and she tries to jump on the desk and my like mug was right on the edge, so she like jumps into it. She is fine, but it like splashed everywhere and it went all over my desk. That was a bit of a disaster. Well, I mean, it could have been a lot worse. The whole drink could have like spilled everywhere and then it would have flooded the whole desk. I just feel like that would have happened to me. I don't know how I like narrowly avoided that disaster today, but yeah, I'm actually though happy that happened, because let me show you guys. I'm sorry my desk is a bit like dirty and messy at the moment, but I did have a mouse mat, like this big pink mouse mat here. You can see like the hot chocolate stains over my notepad now, and it went over the mouse, the keyboard, and just everywhere basically. But yeah, I did have this big pink mouse mat over my desk, and oh my gosh, my keyboard now sounds so much better without the mouse mat. It just sounds like so thunky. I honestly love it. Like, let me show you guys. I love the thunk of my keyboard. But yeah, the Gastrol ink keys, and I just think it sounds so much better without the mouse mat. I am having to use this right now, but yeah, let me show you the mouse mat. As you can see, we now have a massive stain, and yeah, I mean, realistically, I wasn't going to keep this for very long, and I'm not really going to take it with me when I move out. That's a whole other story, but for now we will bookmark it. And yeah, it smells like hot chocolate. I'm now gonna like go and do an upper body workout because my like butt cheeks hurt, and I like to sort of like break up my work sessions and do stuff, like whether that be go on a run, a walk, or something like that. It is freezing though, and it's also pitch black outside, so I'm gonna close my blinds because it makes it feel warmer. I don't know why, and it makes it feel brighter. But like so. My room could definitely do with a clean right now, so I might get back and hoover it, but I do need to do some editing that's quite urgent. So yeah, I'm just gonna spend like 45 minutes probably maximum in the garage. Usually when I go on a walk before this, that is my usual routine. I go on a walk before it gets dark, and then I go in the garage, and because I've already been on my walk, I'm a bit warm. But today I had to actually do like a proper warm-up, do some star jumps and jog on the spot a bit because it was freezing in the garage. Although I did my upper body workout for about 45 minutes, which was really great. I then come inside, have a quick shower, and then get started with some more work. So as I said, I needed to do some editing today, and then around 9 p.m. I will go downstairs to start making my dinner. And on the days when I'm script writing, so I research and I write videos for Ali Abdel, and I do that 3 days a week, and today was one of those days. So I was writing all throughout the day, and then my work in the evening was to do with my sort of stuff. It's currently 9:15 and I'm making dinner. I'm having some of these rice cakes. They're like such good rice cakes, kind of a little spicy, but I just always snack on them when we have them as I'm making my food. I get so addicted to them. This is my bowl. You can't really see, but you know, I have sweet potato, veggies, chickpeas and sweet corn. I literally never used to add any protein to my meals, which is kind of crazy to think back on. And I guess we all do crazy things and we look back and we're like, wow, like why did I even do that? But yeah, now I just like really value protein. I value it so much more. But yeah, I also added some hemp seeds on top for really good protein as well actually, and then omegas. Have pickles because I love pickles, as we know. And yeah, I have this new bag of nutritional yeast, which I should have opened ages ago, but I get like bulk stuff from Buy Whole Foods online. And yeah, nutritional yeast. This one, not all of it is fortified with B12, but this one is. You pay more for the ones that are fortified with B12. But yeah, I love nutritional yeast. I just sprinkle it everywhere on like a lot of my meals. People kind of liken it to a cheesy flavor, and I kind of see that, but I like it, and I am someone who hates cheese. And that is any cheese. Like, I hated cheese before I was vegan. I don't like vegan cheese. I don't like cheese. Sometimes it's okay and I can do it, like on a pizza. It really depends, but yeah, I'm not a cheese person. I'm in my massive granny dressing gown because yeah, we just kind of need it at this point. I don't usually watch Netflix on my own. I watch Netflix when I'm with Ashley. I just prefer watching, not on my own. But having said that, I have been watching the Simone Biles documentary on Netflix recently because yeah, Angela said it was really good, and he'd already started watching it before me because we're currently watching Lost, which is a massive series. So yeah, I might watch more of that today, or I might just watch YouTube because I saw some good videos come out. Now, I am trying to go to bed at the moment at like 10:30 p.m. and 11 p.m. at the latest, just because I'm trying to shift my whole routine earlier in the day. So I wake up earlier, but then that means I try and go to bed earlier, as I said, so I can still get enough sleep and my body can fully recover and stuff like that. My body is like kind of still getting used to it. I find it slightly hard to go to sleep at the moment, but I know I'll get there, and I'm also really loving it. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Definitely like it if you did, subscribe if you are new, and as always, I will leave you with the bloopers and speak to you very soon in another video. Bye guys. Why is the temperature so cold today? I have my gloves on. My screen is really bright, but if I take it away, it goes really dull. Because that is the UK autumn and winter apparently. Even though you can't really see. Okay, that looks like I work in a call center. I was just so excited to have this. I knew it was in the fridge. I've been waiting since yesterday. We have stuff to do today. Turns out this dressing gown is slightly too warm.